Let's do our predictions, everybody. Welcome into the video. All right, everybody, welcome into our predictions. Here we go. So let me break this down, how this works for you. You're probably wondering, what is this LAN if it's not a major? Rocket League added an extra LAN this year called a Studio LAN. Top 6 EU and NA go to the LAN, but only top 4 get to play against each other internationally. EU is on Friday, NA is on Saturday. Friday. Starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, 11 Saturday and Sunday. Let's go have some fun, though. You didn't fill it in. No, it's all good. We'll fill this out right now. But anyway, sorry, everybody. Chat's getting a little bit rowdy today. But yeah, so these teams have already played. So the way it works is NA plays, EU plays their whole thing out, and then they have the Kickoff LAN here. So, let's get into it, alright? We're going to do our predictions. Remember, only top 4 get to play against each other internationally and make this, which is what you want to do. So, realistically, Shop could go all the way here and lose. And be out, right? But, let's fill this in. So, SSG won this already. I don't know what the count was. Actually, I think they won 4-0. They dominated. Redacted won, I think, what? 4-0? Or was it 4-2? I think 4-2. Alright, so this is what the bracket actually looks like. EU already happened as well. Yeah, it's all good. Alright, so let's do our predictions. So realistically, Foot, which is Sosa, Cheese, and Frosty, could go all the way to the LAN, lose one series, and be out. And you're going to see Vitality and Gentlemates play as well on the other side. So one of those we will not get to see more. Who do you guys have? Foot or Shop? Shop, for those that don't know, is Kofer, LJ, and First Killer. What team is going to fly all the way to Denmark to get knocked out? I am going to say... I did see Foot scrimming in Vitality. I was checking the scrims list, and Vitality was dominating. I'm going to say this is 4-2. I'm going to say Rebellion should go in and get the job done. And that's how that should go. Shop should hopefully be really good. 100X versus Gen G. 100X is Psy, Crispy, and CMOS. But Gen G has looked really good with Rise. I don't see a world where they don't win at least 4-2 at most. But I'll say 4-2. I'll say they're playing a different setup. Little jitters, maybe. Probably 4-1, though. Alright, we have now... These top 4 teams will be representing NA to play at the Kickoff LAN here. Alright, so let's fill in this now. Redacted versus Shopify Rebellion. Wavy, Talk, and Two Piece. Remember, they dropped Rlcs. They didn't drop him. Rlcs retired. Rlcs retired, so whatever you want to say. But they picked up Talk in place for him. For some reason, I don't know why, I'm just not sold on Shop yet, which I wish I was, which I should be. But yeah, I'm going to say they still win this. I'm actually going to say it's a 4-3. I'm going to say this is close. Psych just took a point back, 4-2. I don't like that. They should win this 4-2. SSG versus Gen G. SSG have looked like the clear best team in NA right now. Also, you're probably wondering, where the hell is NRG? Yeah, after they won Worlds, they kind of just chilled, didn't really play the game much. It is what it is. They'll be back, right? They'll still make the major. They just got to do pretty good the next 2 events. But anyways, we're giving more opportunities for other NA teams, right? Don't be upset. I'm going to go SSG here, 4-3. I'm going to say SSG get the job done. I'm going to say it's a good series. Honestly, this might end up being like a 4-1. This might be a 4-1, but I'm going to do this for the thriller. Also, actually, I take that back. I'm going 4-2. Very boring prediction, so I'm going to mix this up as well. Because SSG the other day were all top 10 and 2s. Reveal was like 3rd, Diaz was up there, and Chronic was like 10th. Alright, who do you guys have winning the first NA regional? You got Shop or SSG? I think it's hard to go against SSG with how good they look. Wavy did tell us in a call the other day on stream that he thinks SSG is by far the best NA team right now. I'm going to go 4-3 victory SSG. They win the first regional. Congratulations. Congratulations. Also, you're probably wondering, what does this LAN mean for NA and EU? Well, if NA wins this LAN or EU, they get an extra spot at the first major, which is actually very important. So, for example, EU has teams like GK, which is Appjack's team that did not get in to this LAN. You'll see. If they win this whole LAN EU and Appjack gets 5th, they get into the LAN. The major. If that's how it is at the end of the season, right? Or the first split. Alright, so fill me in on who won this. I don't remember the exact series scores, but we'll say Gentlemates won like 4-2. I think that was 4-3, I don't know. Novo, Gentlebench. Novo won this, right? Acronix going to LAN. Who won Vitality got absolutely shit on. I remember that. Wrong way. They looked terrible. It was 4-1. Carmine Corp won over 2 Danes in what, game 7? Yeah, that was a good one. Alright, so EU is going to be very fun to watch. Because we have Vitality Gentlemates. Loser doesn't even get to play at the Kickoff LAN. So they flew all the way, or they traveled however which way, and they could literally be going home early. 2 Danes, 1 Bruv versus Novo. 2 Danes, 1 Bruv is... Fuck, I'm blanking out. You guys have to remind me. That's the Acro team? Acro, HP Tempo, right? Yeah. Versus Acronic. Acronic's team looks pretty good. I think I'm gonna go 2 Danes, bro. I think 2 Danes are good. I think I'm gonna go 2 Danes, bro. I liked watching them play. Yeah, I think it'll be a good series. That could go game 7, to be honest. I'm gonna go game 7. Fuck it. 2 Danes look really good, though. Alright, does Vitality travel to this LAN and not get to play international competition? Gentlemates looked better at that little LAN they had, that French LAN. Nip just shit on Vitality. Vitality looked really bad. Zen gonna lock in? I don't know if I believe it, bro. Like, I think Zen, it's not Zen. It's literally, how do his teammates perform? I'm gonna go Gentlemates, bro. I'm gonna go Gentlemates 4-2. I think Gentlemates are better than them. If I had to put money on it, I'd do Gentlemates. They just did not... Vitality just looked like last year. They're stuck on defense again. But I hope Vitality make it far because I want to see Zen play more. It would be fun to see Zen versus K-Corp. Wow. Nip versus 2 Danes, 1 Bruv. For those that don't know, Nip is Joria's. Dude, I am so sick of all these roster changes because I should know it and I'm blanking. I don't even want to look at chat because I know I should know it. Jory is CRR, and who's their 3rd? I just watched it. They were really good together. Was it Oli? Oli. Yep. Alright, I'm going to go Nip. Nip looked really good. Is this a close series? This should probably be a really good series. I rate 2 Danes highly. 4-1? I don't know if I go 4-1. I'll go 4-2. I think 2 Danes will make it a good series. K-Corp with Juicy versus Gentlemates. Do Gentlemates, after they won 1 series, have a good warm-up and they're feeling great now? Playing at the studio LAN. Or do you have Atto, Vati, and Juicy? I feel like these teams have beaten each other both throughout already. A couple times. It just depends on the day. I'm gonna go K-Corp game 7. I think these teams are very even right now. Alright, K-Corp, I think, is gonna win it all. I'm gonna go K-Corp to win it all. I'm gonna go K-Corp to win it all. And these are the teams I have making the kickoff LAN. Now let's see what the... Oh my god. Redacted get 2 Danes, 1 Bruv. Gentleman's play Gen G. Winner of that will play Shop. And the K-Corp and SSG at the top. Holy shit. This is going to be fun to watch. It's so weird without having, like, Abjack here and obviously NRG. Because you realistically should have... People thought NRG would be, like, what? In this area here? It is what it is, though. More opportunity. Makes it more fun, not going to lie. You say that, but also, you know you'd want to see all the fucking, like, best teams there. Right? NRG, I'm not going to go into arguments, but you know they should be there. They'll lock in. Alright, who do you guys got? You got Redacted versus 2 Danes, 1 Bruv. I think these teams are pretty even. Wavy Talk 2-piece looked really good. Ever since they picked up Talk. 2 Danes looked really good though as well. Wavy and 2-piece last time they played at a LAN looked absolutely awful. With Rlcs. Talk's never played on LAN. Yeah, I'll go 2 Danes. As much as I want to say Redacted win. I'm going to hope it's close, though, but I'm going to go 4-3. I might be coping. I hope Redacted win that, though. I think it's going to be tough. Wavy's on Redacted with 2-piece and Talk. Gentlemates versus Gen G. Can Rise joining Gen G with Justin Magic Bear help them get over the hump? Gen G's gonna shock you all. I hope they do, bro. Trust me, as an NA guy, I want it. I don't think this is gonna be a good showing for NA at all. I don't, looking at this. I don't think it's gonna be a good showing at all for NA. Unless SSG is just our savior. Mate sweep. I'm gonna go mates here. I'm gonna go mates here. I think they are the more complete team. Unless Magic Bear and Justin are fully enabled and they just pop off and play absolutely great Rocket League and Rise is doing Rise things, I gotta go Gentlemates. I got to. Until I'm proven wrong. Because I feel like with Gen G, it's the same thing every year where they get knocked out to the teams you expect them to lose to. Would you guys agree? It feels like they always lose to the teams you think they're going to lose to. And I feel like I can't go against that until it changes. I hope I'm proven wrong. Now we have Nipples taking on 2 Danes, 1 Bruv. I think it's safe to say that 2 Danes lose this. Probably... Yeah, I'll go 4-1. If Nip plays how they did in the online regional we saw earlier... Yeah, I think MENA's the best region right now. I do. I think they have two really good teams. Although Falcons really haven't looked that great. I think they have the best team in the world, but I don't even think Falcons have looked good. Like, watching their series. Alright, here we go, everybody. What do you think of Kofor? First killer. God, this is going to be fucking insane. Oh my god, I don't know. We have seen times where Shop drops some series you don't expect. Gentlemates. Didn't Mates go to round 5 in Swiss? And then they lost to Nip. Yeah, they've lost some series you didn't expect either. Why is this best of 5s? Why would you not? I guess because they're doing it all Sunday. Wow. Holy shit, that's gonna make it way more crazy. I mean, this doesn't matter, just leave it. Get who I got winning. I guess it's because they have to stream all these matches. It's going to be a really long day. That's fair. I really don't know. I don't know. I got game 5. What team do I go with? I'm going shop. Fuck it. I hope First Killer takes a shit on him. This is what I want. This is what I want. Biased? Not at all. Not at all. This is what I want, though. Shop might end up losing a foot. I don't know. I hope not. I hope they fucking pop off and they're playing great, man. Alright, SSG versus NIP. Who do you guys got? I mean, I feel like based off what we've seen on SSG, it's hard to go against SSG. With how good they have looked. Now, could we be overhyping them? CRR's playing Diaz, his old teammate. Dude, does SSG win it all? Do they win this whole event? Because this bracket is great for them. Look at this bracket. They get to play Redacted or 2 Danes or NIP for grand finals. Round 1's best of 5. We know it doesn't matter. You get who wins. CRA ain't even top 100. Quick glazing. I'm going to go SSG here. And I'm going to say they win this. I'm going to go 4-2. Who's SSG? Diaz, Chronic, and Reveal. They're all like top 10 and 2s, and they look insane. They made NA. They dominated NA. So far. K-Corp versus Shop. Does First Killer pop off? Does Kofor demo them? And does LJ do LJ things? Give me an NA grand final. I don't think any of us want to see that. Even as biased as I am. I try to be semi-realistic. Falsey, thank you again, Salty. Thank you for the love, guys. I appreciate the subs, man. I got K-Corp winning this, but how close is it? Does this go to game 7? I'm going game 7. And the only reason I'm going with that is because K-Corp, I don't think they look dominant either. I don't think any team right now other than Twisted Minds who isn't here looks dominant. I don't. How can you go with K-Corp when Ultimates have K-Corp's number and K-Corp got worse? I'll say why. Because right now, Rebellion don't look dominant. They don't look dominant. We've seen them drop series. They lost 100x in Swiss. They lost in a random Cash Cup. I mean, it was a best of 3 to Foot. They did beat them the next times. All right, everybody. Our grand finals predictions. Who do you guys have? SSG versus K-Corp. Dude, I would love SSG to come out and just fucking perform and make the finals of this tournament. I would be so happy for them. Do we do a good old-fashioned coin flip best of 7? Let's do it. And then I'll tell you who I actually think wins. Unless it lands on SSG to win it all. Alright, everybody. Heads will be SSG. K-Corp will be tails. Let's go have some fun. YouTube, you're not going to be able to hear the music, but just know it's a cinematic. Cinema. Give me everything you have, SSG! Oh, 1! K-Corp, take the lead! 1-1! SSG Diaz strikes! K-Corp bounce back! Vanaria! Oh! Atom does it again! SSG must find a way. And they don't give up. Reveal, proving to people he is one of the best in the world. And K-Corp get another spot for EU. Congratulations to Karmi Corp. They end up becoming your champions of the Studio LAN. I hope SSG wins it all, but I am going to go with K-Corp. I think Atto and Varia will help Juicy. Juicy's played at LANs. He's won a LAN. I'm going to go with it. I think it's safe to say. But let me know in the comments below who you guys have winning this LAN. Remember, it starts on Friday. You will want to be there, and then we have Saturday and Sunday as well. Be there, let me know who you have winning, and thank you as always for watching.